Hi everybody, welcome back to Space Pickle Designs. It's Kirk here, and I have a necklace tutorial for you for this beautiful necklace incorporating the Sam's bead box for this month and SilverSilk along with SilverSilk findings. So this is like a Sam's bead box SilverSilk collaboration piece, and I think she just looks gorgeous. So if you want a chance to win a goodie bag, please go down to the comments below and name this necklace. What would you name her? The best name I will pick, and I will send you a goodie bag. So just look out for that in the comments. Put your names down, and I will pick one. So anyway, let's get into the project, and here we go with the supplies. Here are my materials to make this necklace. I'm going to use a bead bug with the SoftFlex, and this is the medium SoftFlex in copper. I'm going to use 2 pieces of SilverSilk, and this is 5.5 inches a piece, and this is actually the leather SilverSilk. So there's a leather piece inside, and it's covered with knitted wire. I'm going to use a spring ring clasp, 2 jump rings, 2 crimp tubes, 4 jet beads, 2 table cut beads, 4 fire polish beads, 2 of these ornate long beads, 1 of the Greek key beads, and then I'm going to use 4 of these SilverSilk findings, just because I like how they look and I want this to be a very luxurious necklace. So I'm spending a little bit of money to make this a really special piece, to show off those really cool beads that we have. And yes, these are technically for your knitted ball chain. However, I've used it with leather and I've had really great results. For spacers, we are also going to use these pyrite beads, and these are just so lovely, and you'll probably only need about an inch and a half of the pyrite beads from your string. So you'll have plenty to work with going forward in other projects. Again, I'm going to use my magical crimper here and 2 sets of pliers just to attach my findings. So let's go ahead and get into making the main component. This is a pretty simple component, but I think it looks really, really good. So I'll just start the patterns. I'll show you what it is from the outside or from the inside out. And when I was unboxing this box, I didn't know that the bead sat like that. So it was actually perfect for this project. It actually changed what project that I made. And so I'm taking a pyrite bead, and they're super small, but they fit on this SoftFlex, and it's so cool because they're just so pretty and sparkly, but so small, so it packs quite a punch. So we have our spacers, and then we are going to put our really cool table cut beads on here. All right, so if you bring it up like this, this is how it looks, and it hangs really, really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 pyrite beads, and I'm only going to put 1 on each side, but just grabbing 2 makes the process go by a little bit faster. Okay, so now we're going to get a star cut onyx bead. I love these, they're so sparkly and pretty. All right, I'm going to grab 2 pyrite beads, 1 on each side. Right. All right. Then we have our first set of fire polish. So those beautiful red fire polish. Again, let's pick up 2 pyrite beads. And I'm not going to cut this so you can see just how quickly it comes together, even if I do struggle with these pyrite beads a little bit. Just because they're so small and my eyes aren't that great. Now we're going to go with our ornate beads here, and I love these. I think they look so cool. I've seen these in other colors and I just like them every time I see them. All right, pick up your 2 pyrite beads, put 1 on each side. Then we mirror it, so we go with another set of fire polish. And then our 2 pyrite, so 1 on each side. Then we do a star cut. All right, so this is all of our beads. Well, I guess except for these last 3 pyrite. So I'm gonna take 3 pyrite and just keep them like this. And then if you feed them on just like that without moving your fingers too much, it kind of helps. So at least I got picked up 2. And then we'll put the last one on here. So I want to end with 3 pyrites on the end. The same for the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put a bead bug on one side. And I'm going to put a crimp tube. And I actually want to crimp it directly onto the SilverSilk finding because I don't want to detract from the color of that finding, and I couldn't find a jump ring that was exactly that color. So what I want to make sure here is that when I'm attaching this, I want to make the smallest loop possible, but I also want it to move very freely. And so it's a pretty small, like these move about pretty well. And so again, we are going to do our magic crimper, and we're going to do a 70% squeeze, another 70% squeeze, and so on and so forth until we can get a nice little crimp on this. Oh, look at her. She looks pretty good. I really found that like not squeezing it all the way helps me. I don't know why. But since these pyrite beads are so stinking small, you're not going to be able to put any tail in there. So I'm just going to take my fine pliers, clip that tail off, push our beads down, take a bead bug off, and again we're going to do this on the other side as well. Put on our crimp tube, feed on our SilverSilk finding, sorry, I had an itch. All right, so if you're seeing what I'm seeing here, it looks like, here we go. If I crimp it this way, I'm trying to get it to where if I lay it down, the logos are going to be on the same side, but I think if I flip this, it's going to work a little bit better for me. So it's just those little details, you know, just trying to get it to look face up professional kind of thing. So I'm pulling it down, and now we'll gauge it. Yeah, I think that'll work a little bit better. All right, so as you're seeing, like they're kind of, you know, sitting up correctly. We want to make sure that there's enough play in here. We're going to look at our loops. Cut the excess off. And then again, you can just make little micro adjustments to your crimps as you see fit. All right, right, so our crib has turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. And then this would be the opposite side here. All right, so and then our logos are facing pretty upwards. It might not be perfect, but we gave it a try, right? Oh, it looks pretty good though. So here's our component, and in order to kind of prep our SilverSilk findings, I'm gonna put my plier in here and stretch it out a little bit. The leather is a little bit bigger and it needs a little bit of room, so I'm just stretching it out a little bit, and there we go. All right, the next part is attaching our piece of SilverSilk here, and this is again the leather type, and there is a curve to this, so I'm going to play to this curve. This is how my necklace lays with the logo facing up, and so I'm just going to kind of curve that in. So I'm going to lay it flat on my bead mat here, and as you can see, I've already done the other side in that same manner. So I just want to play into the curvature instead of trying to fight it. It will relax over time for sure. And so then I'm going to take these pliers and I'm going to be careful because I don't want them sliding around. But as long as I pinch down carefully and I don't slide them around, I find that I don't get tool marks. But if you are super worried about that, then definitely use your like nylon in here. But I'm just not that worried. Because you know I took the chance once and it wasn't bad. So sometimes you'll get these little fuzzies, and these are just like little pieces of wire, and just as another like attention to detail step, you can either trim those or pull them out. And so having that even on each side and trying to close it as much as possible, right? So at least trying to make it the same on both sides. And so this side needs a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And then, so we lay it down again. We're playing into the curvature. And you want to take your last little finding here. Find the logo. And how it's laying is the direction that you want to put your finding on. Okay? So as long as it's on the same way, on the same side, we're good to go. And so those little like attention to detail things are just what's gonna take your product up to the next level. Like if I'm gonna spend time doing it, then I want it to, you know, I want there to be some like thought behind it. So we have our pieces of SilverSilk on. Look at that, it's coming together. All we have to do is put on our findings. I have gotten to the back of my necklace here. I just turned it around. I have this spring ring clasp, and I want to use the spring ring on the right side. So I just figure out like, hey, if I'm touching my necklace, this is the side that I want to have my clasp on. And so I will attach it in this way using a jump ring. And actually for this one, since it's so chunky, we could use double jump rings, and I'll see how it looks. And if I don't like the single, then I will go with the double. So we're just jump ringing this on. Let's see what it looks like. And I mean, it definitely looks fine, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and double jump ring it. I actually really love the look of a double jump ring. It's just a little difficult to do sometimes, especially with how like strong this SilverSilk is like fighting me a little bit with its curve. But there's our double, and so yes, we have our spring towards the top here. And again, like those fine details, I swear they matter. I swear they do. Because if you're gonna spend time doing it, just do it right, you know. So we're gonna take this out, or we're gonna take 2 more jump rings out. And we are gonna attach this. All right, we got another one. want to make sure your jump rings aren't crossed or anything like that. All right, sometimes it's tricky. And look, we want to make sure it looks good. And here's our clasping, and I think that looks so like elegant and nice. Like the SilverSilks are facing the correct way. And there you go, look at her. Look how stunning and elegant this necklace looks. I love this so much. So I did actually have a prototype, and so I did this necklace in a chain version. So it's the same exact component, and I only used one box, so you can actually make 2 of these for sure. Like, it's no problem. And I just used chain, so if you like this version better, it's just a chain version, and I doubled up chain and just used a simple little split ring on the back. It was just really small, but I am loving this SilverSilk one. This one is just so appropriate for the holidays, and it just feels luxurious, just how this box, like this theme was. And so that is just, you know, the prototype, but I think we did level it up using some of our, you know, our stash items that we just don't want to use. Like these, for some reason, my SilverSilk findings, I just don't want to use them. I just don't, because they're so expensive. But when you use them, like, look how elevated this looks. I just love this one so much. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this necklace. If you plan on making one, please tag me on social media or send me an email at spacepickledesigns@gmail.com. I would love to see what you create. I am all about the community and sharing, and you guys are wonderful and great artists in your own right. So I'd love to see your artwork. So anyway, let me know down in the comments what I should name this necklace for a chance to win a goodie bag. All right, I will pick a winner by the end of the week, and I will respond to your comment telling you that you are the winner, and to email my email address with your details. Okay, all right, everybody, I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.